Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh boy. It's been a little while since we've done Pokemans. So here we are doing Pokemans. Because who else is going to do Pokemans but the man who does Pokies? Mans. That didn't sound right. So, yeah, here we are. I actually have a stack of Brilliant Stars codes that I'm. Hold on. Fusion Strike, Shine Rain, Skies, Feaster. Oh, Special Collection. Darkness Ablaze, more Skies. Oh, Brilliant Stars Trainer Box. Vivid Voltage. Oh, here we go. More Brilliant Stars. So I've got a handful of codes for Brilliant Stars, and I've opened very few Brilliant Stars packs. So I figured, let's, these things have been kind of sitting here for a little while. Because I haven't streamed Pokemon, the game, the TCG, in a while. Last night I was streaming Arceus. So, if you were there hanging out with me last night, thanks. Hey, Hammer. But yeah, we didn't really have too many people on yesterday, but that was fine. That's fine. I don't expect a ton of people when I play Arceus, because most of the time I'm just kind of messing around in the game anyway. But well, I don't know what to do with some of these other ones though. I've got like packs of Vivid Voltage, yeah, Darkness Ablaze, Evolving Skies, and I don't really want them. But at the same time, it's like I know they do have some value. Oh, that reminds me. Where is my list of codes? I still have that old list of codes there. It's been a little while, so I haven't given any away. Moni, what's with the eyes, Moni? I told you last night that I was going to stream this. I know I was going to do it a little bit earlier, but yeah, after I did my stream last night, I could not get to sleep. I didn't go to sleep, no joke, until like 6 in the morning. It's like no matter what I did, I could not make myself tired. I was like, ugh. Finally went, and laid down, and I think I went to sleep at like, well, actually, I think it was later than 6, because I remember it being like 5:30, and of course the neighbor being the great neighbors that they are. The guy decides he wants to go work on his truck at 5:30 in the morning, and it's one of those really loud, obnoxious trucks. So you can imagine how that went. Yeah, just goofy stuff. I'm not gonna complain about my neighbors today. Today we're just gonna play some games, check out some Pokemon, rate some Pokemon, and see what happens. Because it's been a little while. But yeah, the Hammer, that trainer box you sent me, I still have the code for it. I haven't even redeemed it, so I'm gonna actually do that now. Because it does have that Glaceon card, which I want to keep. So let's see, how do we got here? L, Z, J, 4, KJ, X. Oh wow, look at that. Okay. Oh, this doesn't give the card. Huh. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense, but I do have the box, the sleeves and stuff now. Oh, and it does have the newer energies. You can see these energies are a little bit different than the standard Sword and Shield ones. But yep, there we go. We've got our sleeves. The box actually looks really nice and clean. The cool thing is this, a sleeve like this is far better digitally than it is physically, because I can tell you right now from experience that if you have a white deck box, that thing is going to get dirty. It is going to get dirty, and it's going to show dirt all over it. Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot. Uh, the trainer box doesn't have the card. It's the V-Star Special Collection that you got me that has the card. Okay, so let's redeem that. Don't worry about that hammer, dude. It's all good. Let's see. D, W, Z, M, T, J, C, B, B, W. There it is. Glacian V-Star. It's got the 2 V-Star Glacians. The cool thing is I could actually take one of these and just stick it in the deck if I wanted to, because I still have that Glacian deck. I would probably want at least another one of the V-Star copies, though. Icicle Shot. Defending Pokemon can't retreat. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. You can't use more than 1 V-Star. Oh, okay, so basically just makes him invulnerable for a turn. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, don't worry about that hammer. We all go through tough times, man. You gotta just, you gotta scale back and just hang out with your cat sometimes, right? If I had a cat, that's what I would be doing right now. I'd just be hanging out with my cat. Oh, man. So, I'm having to keep an eye on my door today because, as you all, I don't know if I think, yeah, I mentioned it to you. I definitely mentioned it to you guys in Discord. One of my packages that I had coming from Cardboard Gold, of all places, that's my supplier for things like top loaders and stuff like that. That's like my biggest supplier for top loaders. So whenever an order of theirs comes in, it's a substantial amount. Well, a few weeks ago, my order got stolen. So, yeah, that sucked. But I have another order arriving today. Still has me worried, though, because I'm like, okay, I have to be absolutely certain I am paying attention because I cannot miss this delivery. Because a lot of times with the FedEx driver, and the FedEx driver is known for doing this, is he won't even knock or ring the bell or anything. He'll just leave the package there and walk off. And so I won't even know it's there, especially if like I'm distracted. I won't even know it's there. And that's what happened last time, is I didn't know it was there. So the package sat out there for a little bit. Somebody, decided, hey, crime of opportunity, let me go do it. But yeah, I can't have it done again this time because things are expensive. Because for a while I was like, I don't even want to order anything now because, you know how it is. It's like when you're a victim of a crime, you just want to kind of avoid that activity for a little while. It's almost like when your car gets broken into. You ever had your car broken into? I have, and it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. It's like it's almost like a violation. You're just like, man, somebody got into my car. What the, and it's like you're angry, but there's really nothing you can do because, you're looking at your car and the window's busted or whatever, and your radio's gone or whatever, Nothing you can really do about it. But like your car's a little more substantial because you obviously have to get it fixed and everything. And, you usually use it to go to work, et cetera, et cetera. But this one was, my package just wasn't there. So I left a message. Why would someone steal top loaders? There's a very good chance. I mean, it's think of what porch pirates do. A lot of times they'll just see like a package from Amazon. They won't know what's in it. They'll just take it. Yeah, they just take it and hope that it's something good. That's what they do. That's the whole idea. And I know from the past shipments that I've gotten that the box that it comes in actually does say Cardboard Gold on it. So if anybody's familiar with that company, they know what it's probably going to be. I'm thinking the person who took my stuff probably didn't. And they were just, again, like I said, it was just a crime of opportunity. They were just like, oh, package, let's go grab it. Maybe it's something valuable. That's probably what it was. And when they opened it up, they were like, what is this? What are these things? And then they maybe realized what they were. And because top loaders are still a little expensive. They're not as expensive as they were. Thankfully, the whole pricing of those, at least for me, has come down quite a bit. I think at their most expensive for me, the top loaders, the ones that I ordered, that are coming in today, I think the most I had to spend on them was like $165 for a case, which is absurd. That is an absurd amount. This last one I got for 120 or 119 really, which is a little more fair. So the pricing has gotten better, but it is possible that, you know, if somebody did know what cardboard gold is, they would understand that those top loaders do have some value still. Because, I mean, seriously, go on places like eBay or on Amazon, and you'll see that, yeah, you still have to pay, you know, through the nose for top loaders in some places. Like, if I really, really wanted to, I could take my, because I used to have a whole ton of regular top loaders, just the 20 points, these little things. Well, I have one in my hand, you can't see it, but I have tons of them. I've got probably about 3,000 of them right now, but I do use them. I use them every single day for sending out orders and stuff. That's why I buy them like that. But a regular pack of 25 top loaders a few years ago was like $3. So not that expensive, but that same pack of top loaders now is like $7.50. So that gives you an idea of how, you know, selling one or two packages, not a ton of money, but if you steal a whole case and sell those, and plus the ones that I ordered are not the regular 20-point top loaders that I normally use for orders. It's I bought a case of the 100 points, which are the thicker ones, and those are more expensive. You don't get as many per case, but they are more expensive. So instead of it being like $7.50 for 25 of them, it's closer to $10. So they are more valuable. So yes, and especially if you steal it, you don't pay anything. So you can just take it and sell it. And I've been checking like Facebook and Craigslist and stuff the past couple of weeks to see if anybody's trying to pawn off my stuff. And I've not seen anybody selling the particular type of top loaders that I got stolen. So I guess that's good. I don't know. Or they could have just, you know, sometimes people, what they'll do is they'll steal something and they'll open the package and they won't even realize, I mean, because again, a lot of times it's a crapshoot because you don't know what you're getting if you're a porch pirate, you know, unless it actually says on the box. But again, you know, a lot of the packages that you get from Amazon are usually like those bubble sleeves. And then, of course, they have the merchandise on the inside. Or it's kind of like just like a generic Amazon box. It doesn't say generally what's on the inside. Unless you order something that's, you know, sometimes they give you the option. Like I've ordered bulk product from Amazon before, like a case of whatever. And they'll even ask you, since it's a bulk product like that, they'll say, do you want us to just ship it just in the box that it normally comes in, which is a regular cardboard box, or do you want us to put it into a secondary box so that nobody, you know, if somebody happens by, they can't tell from the outside what it is. And before I didn't care. I was like, oh, well, my stuff never gets stolen, so you just ship it in the regular box. And thankfully that package didn't get stolen, but now I'm having to rethink that. Anyways, yeah, let's go through here and keep putting in my codes. LL and Q CYH. Yay, brilliant stars. But yeah, like I said, I haven't opened many Brilliant Stars packs, but I have opened a few. In fact, I got Shaman V-Star, I think. I got 2 copies of the Shaman V-Star. I opened like 8 packs, and I actually got a lot of really good stuff. I got like 5 ultra rares, so I was happy. DPJD HYP VRM Vroom. How do you get that page on the app? Which page? The redeem codes page? You click the little gift box thing right here. Somebody broke into your car. Moni broke into your car. Be kind of hard for Moni to break into your car, man. That's a long way from the Netherlands. TN4 XG 26 LWD BKQ. You know what I was thinking of doing? Not to keep harping on this subject, but I have a couple of extra boxes that I just keep sometimes, just in case I need to ship like large orders and stuff. So I generally like to reuse my Amazon boxes, and I still have some here sitting. I'm seriously considering just printing up like a fake shipping label, sealing up the box after putting maybe something like a brick in it or something that has some weight to it, sealing up the box, sticking the label on it, and setting it outside on my porch, and just leaving it there, and just kind of keeping an eye on it to see who comes by and maybe tries to take it. I was thinking about doing that. But then I was like, well, if I do it, obviously I would have to keep an eye on my door for, possibly hours on end. So how would I want to manage that? And I also thought maybe I could get because Apple makes this product. They're like these little, they look like chips. Not like, I guess kind of like, do you know what a communion wafer is? Christians will know what a communion wafer is. It's like this little white wafer that the priest sticks in your mouth and when you're doing the whole communion thing. You can actually buy those. You can just go to the store and buy them. They're not special or anything. But Apple makes these products that look very much like about the size of a communion wafer. And they're tracking devices. So you could activate it, pair it, like with your cell phone or something, so that it talks to the cell network, and then it talks back to your phone or to your PC or whatever, and it shows you, it checks in with you every so often and lets you know where it is. It's a tracker. So I was thinking about doing that, getting the box, kind of embedding the Apple tracking device into the box. And again, putting something like a brick or something with some weight so somebody takes it because they think there's something in there. And then just following it where it goes. Just to see who it is that's doing this. I'm kind of bummed that we don't do this more often as a community. You don't really hear about that often, about somebody purposely, doing that and putting a little tracker inside a box and just seeing if somebody will come and do it. Especially in neighborhoods where it's a big problem. But I kind of want to do that just so I can go and find that person and be like, dude, I know it's in there. I've been tracking you the whole time. I'm also thinking about getting a camera for my peephole, like a specially made peephole camera, just so it can always constantly keep watch. Because I have the NAS. I can just hook it up to the NAS and have it run as a security program. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's a cool looking Zekrom. That's one of the collector's ones. That's cool. It's a Wild Shock and Slash. That's a neat looking Zekrom. And a Wormadin. Do it. I'm thinking about it. I really am. I don't know how much those Apple tracking devices are. And I don't know if you need a dedicated Apple product to run it. I have no clue. In fact, I could probably look right now. Let's see. Apple tracking device. Oh, they're called AirTags. There they are. Oh, wow. They're $29 for one AirTag. So you would have to put a little bit of an investment in it. Oh, well, there are other ones. There are some that are made by third-party companies, and they're only $15. But yeah, there's actually, wow, there's kind of a scary amount of tracking devices here that you can buy. Because of course you have to consider that somebody has probably bought these things to use for nefarious reasons. Okay, so yeah, here's one. I think this is one made by Garmin, which Garmin is a well-known brand, at least here in the US, for GPS and that kind of thing. Okay, this is a puck. How big is this? Oh, this thing is pretty big. Oh, wait a minute. GPS tracker for vehicle compatibility. Oh, I see what this is. Okay, so this is basically a little plastic housing that has a neodymium magnet attached to it. So you can actually stick it underneath a car or something if you wanted to. Okay. So it looks like they're waterproof. Okay, that's cool. But let me go back to the Apple tracking device. So like I said, they're about $30 for Apple AirTags. You can actually go into Walmart and buy them. What about the Amazon listing? Do it. Like I said, I seriously am considering it. But the only thing about these devices is, I mean, I have to think about what's my end game here. Obviously, I want to find out who had been stealing, but there's also the strong possibility that the person that I catch may not necessarily be the person that had actually taken my first package. It could be somebody completely different, which is worse because that means that there are multiple people looking to do that stuff. Just don't get yourself killed. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you're so annoyed you just want to catch somebody red-handed, like, ha ha, I got you, blah blah blah, you know, that kind of thing. Look at that, Marnie's Pride. Okay. Empoleon. Emergency surfacing. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile and you have no cards in your hand, you may put this Pokemon onto your bench. If you do, draw 3 cards. Wow. That's actually pretty nice. Water Arrow. This attack does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, well, I mean, it's got 160 hit points, and Water Arrow for 1 does 60. That's not bad at all. I imagine this is something that you would want to just find a way to dump into your graveyard anyway. Tropius. Shinx. Picariso. Zombie. Zombies don't like hamburgers. I still like hamburgers. Ning. Yeah, more professors. God, this thing has been printed to oblivion at this point. Yeah. This is why my other professor's research cards won't sell, because they just keep printing the dang thing. It's like, enough. Stop printing it, please. Oh, I love this artwork. This far-fetched artwork is so awesome. It's like he did something horrible and just ran off. He's like, ah! Yeah, that AirPod tracker thingy, whatever. I may do that. It just, you know, again, it's something that I would really have to plan out. But again, like I was saying, I have to consider what is my end game in the whole thing, because it's like, okay, I set it up just kind of to go through the motion of the whole thing. I get the box, I stick the brick in it. I put like some bubble wrap around it so it doesn't sound like just a brick. It just has weight to it or something. I conceal the tracking device in it. I stick it on the porch. Okay, it's out there for like an hour. Sure enough, somebody comes by, takes it. Okay, at that point, they've committed a felony, technically. Because that's the thing for porch piracy here in the States now, is it's, if you steal, somebody, because it's always been a crime to steal somebody's mail. It's always been a felony. But packages delivered by non-United States Postal Service services like FedEx and UPS, those were not really covered by that law, but now they are. So it's a felony now if you steal a package, no matter who it's delivered from. So, somebody steals the package. At that point, they've committed the crime. And now, of course, I can start tracking them. So the question at that point is, because I would, no joke, like an idiot, I would want to go and find out exactly where they are. Because from what I understand, those Apple tracking devices are actually pretty good. They're like within a couple of meters. That's how good they are. So it is quite possible that you could find out exactly like what house somebody is in, possibly even which apartment they are in, depending on how densely populated the apartments are in that area. And at that point, it's like, now what? Do I knock on the door and be like, hey, you stole my package? Of course they're going to deny it. And then I could say, oh, well, there's a tracking device on it, and I see that it's here inside your apartment. And of course they're going to deny that too. So, what then? Do I call the police? You would think that would be the logical next step, is call the police. But then you have to explain yourself to the police. And just say, hey, these people stole the package off my porch, which, again, like I said, is a crime. And then the cops are going to want to know, well, how do you know where it is? And so at that point, now I have to explain that I set this whole thing up to try and catch the perpetrator. I don't know how the police would react at that point. Because another thing is, here in the US, it's illegal to set up a booby trap. Would this whole setup with the tracking device and the brick and the package, is that considered a booby trap? I don't know if it is. That's my main concern. Hey, Aaron. Because if it is considered a booby trap, I can't do that. Legally, I can't do that. So I would only have one avenue to go at that point, which is just to go and confront the person who took the package. If things escalated, I could get the police involved, but I would get in trouble, in just as much trouble as the person who stole my package would be. So I have to kind of look into that and see how it's handled. Now, when people think of booby traps, the first thing they think of is something that would harm a perpetrator. Like, I've seen people who have set up packages on their porch to explode, which is very illegal. Very illegal. You obviously can't do that because you're basically making a bomb. You can't do that. Now, of course, I wouldn't be doing that. I would just be creating a package with a tracking device. So, how is that looked at? I mean, at least from a layperson's eyes, it seems to me like that would be fine. But at the same time, police have always kind of been like, hey, don't take the law in your own hands, just call us, that sort of thing. But in this type of situation, it's like, what good is calling the police going to really do? Like, if I immediately see somebody stealing my package, but I'm not able to see where they have gone to, it's pointless to call the police because they're no longer preventing a crime at that point. They're just taking a police report, which I guess is fine for insurance, but it doesn't catch the perpetrator. In this case, it's kind of like a sting operation. You're setting it up so specifically so you can catch the person that's doing this. So I have to kind of dig into that and see how they look at that. Because if they look at it as if it's a booby trap, then I definitely can't do it. Or at least if I do it, I can't tell them about it. Another thing I was thinking about doing, yes, this goes to show how often I've been thinking about this, because again, it was a substantial amount that was taken from me, so of course I'm going to think about it. Another thing I was thinking about doing is not only doing the whole tracking thing, but within the package, putting a note in there that is meant to be noticed, so when they open it, putting like a little note in there that says, okay, I know who you are and I know where you live. I will give you the opportunity to return this package. And if you do, nothing more will come of this. If you don't, I'm calling the police. And at that point, it's like, well, do you think that person is really going to come back and bring the package back? Or are they going to call your bluff? There's like a whole array of things that could happen. It's just... That's why I was saying you have to think about how all this is going to end. Call your non-emergency number. Dude, I have the police non-emergency number saved to my phone now. Yes, I'm turning into Liam Neeson. I have a very particular set of skills. If you steal my top loaders, I will find you, and I will confront you. I don't know. I'm not going to kill somebody over top loaders, but still. Dong, 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 dong. Let's see. Cafe Master, Trap Inch, Haxorus. Man, I'm getting pretty average stuff now. Well, it's only been like 3 packs. Grottle, Turtwig, Chimcho. I was going to say, a lot of these Pokemon are Pokemon that you see in Arceus. Like all of these are in Arceus, except for Trapinch and Haxorus. Anyway, opening more packs here. Snorunt, Baltoy. Oh yeah, Baltoy's not in there either. What's this? Pot Helmet. Claydol. Isarola's Premonition. Breloom. And Bibarel. He looks too happy. Yeah, I'm making a jam. Tails. Oh, wow. Oh, I see what the problem is here. Once during your turn, you may draw cards and you have cards in your hand. That's not bad. His attack is not so great, though. I would rather, for 3 colorless, I would rather this do like 80 damage instead and surely hit than to have to do a coin flip. Hate the coin flips. Chimchar. Oh, he's got berries. He stole all the berries, man. But yeah, I was also thinking about getting one of those Ring doorbells. If I do get a Ring doorbell, though, I can't use the one that you have to wire in. I have to get one of the wireless ones. So I thought about doing that too. My biggest concern, though, is the trees outside my apartment. They shuffle back and forth quite a bit because it's always breezy here. It's always breezy. And so I don't want to set it up and then the trees just keep constantly activating it over and over and over again because that's going to kill the battery. And my luck, if that happens, then the one time that something interesting does happen, I won't be able to record it because the downward battery will be dead. And I'm off them. Oh, Semisear V. Bursting Power. Attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's not bad. Attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, okay. So 90 usually plus another 30, so at least a 120 in most cases. Not bad. Den, Gloria. Oh, look at that! Sylveon VMAX. Precious Touch. Oh, that's... Oh, wow. Okay, I like the alternate art there. That's kind of neat. Is that like a fairy? What is that? I think that is a fairy. Yeah, because that's not a regular Pokemon character. Attach an energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. Wow. This attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. Max Harmony. And then Torterra. Evo Press and Hammer In. I wonder if this VMAX is worth anything. It's a gym leader from XY? Okay, well that explains it too. Yeah, I was like, is that a fairy? Okay, it's the gym leader. Gym leaders are known for being a bit out there. No idea what her name is. Well, I can look up gym leaders. Let's see, XY gym leaders. Let's see, and I imagine it's going to be fairies. Oh, here we go. I think that's Valerie. Yeah, from Lavier City. It says here that Valerie runs Sylveon. So it looks like that's who it is. Yeah, it is her. Here's a picture of her. Okay, yeah, it is Valerie. There you go. So that's cool. For a little bit last night, Moni and I were just checking out the various characters in Arceus just to see who their counterparts are. Because if you've not played Arceus, a lot of the characters in that game are supposedly ancestors to current trainers and whatnot in the Pokemon world. Kind of like the Cynthia character that I showed you. What was her name again? Kogita, I think that's her name. Kogita is very obviously an ancestor of Cynthia. Arezu is an ancestor of Mars. What was that other one? That one woman that's in the building that you talk to whenever you level up the various star levels. She apparently is, what was her name? Saturn? Not her. She's not named Saturn, but her ancestor is named Saturn. So we were just like going through the various characters and seeing who's related to who, and it was kind of neat. Just to see all the various characters. Who else was there? Those were the 3 that come to mind immediately. Oh, Professor Oak. He's the crazy fighter guy that's like at the very top floor of the building in Arceus. Oh, Ingo. Ingo was there too. Oh, Hammer's going to sleep. Okay, night. I was about to ask him, what were you doing last night? Oh, I was just hanging out. I stayed up all night. I also stayed up all night, but not by choice. All right, let's open some more packs. We should send Hammer a pizza later. I have his address. I know where he lives. Cynthia's Ambition. Collapsed Stadium. That card actually sells really well. Doink. Golurk. And nothing there. And our last pack. I might trade that Sylveon if it's worth anything. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, I don't remember that Sylveon being worth a ton, but I could be completely wrong there. Infernape. Yeah, the pulls from this one weren't, from this set of packs weren't nearly as good. I got just one collector's card and that Sylveon. I want to check the value on that Sylveon, though. Let's see. Let's see. Pokemon Trading Card Game Online card values. Maybe Serena would want it. Maybe. She ain't here, though. She should be. She's not here. All right, let's see. Brilliant Stars. Yeah, the most expensive ones it looks like are going to be like the Arceus cards. Yeah, all the Arceus cards are worth a ton. Did I get an Arceus? I don't think I did. But yeah, the 3 Arceus cards, well actually 4, there's 4 of them. No, 5 of them. God, there's so many good. It's like all alternate arts and all this other different, wow, there's 5 of them. And all of them are worth like around like 20 packs plus. The Ultra Ball, the gold Ultra Ball is 17 and 19. All right, enough of that. Where's Sylveon? Yeah, I don't think Sylveon's going to be worth a ton. I think Sylveon at most will be worth like 3 packs. Yeah, it's not even showing up here at the top of the list. We're close. Yeah, here it is. Sylveon VMAX 1 to 2. That's kind of disappointing. Because that's actually a really cool looking card. I was even more disappointed when I got the Shaman V-Star. I thought the Shaman V-Star would be worth more, but it's not. It's only worth like half a pack. Oh, weird. That Bibarel that I got is worth 1 pack. Yeah. Oh, here we go. The other alternate art, Sylveon V, is worth 1 to 2. Oh, what about that? What was the name of that art card that I got? What was it called? I should just go back over here. Let me see. Pokemon. Pokemans. Brilliant Stars. It's going to be all the way over here. Oh, Zekrom. Thank you. Let me check how much that Zekrom is worth. Probably not much. Yeah, just 1 pack. Oh well. Yeah, not the greatest pulls from those packs, but I mean they're neat looking cards, I guess. Sock. Beatrick. I still like that Bolton. This Bolton looks neat. Just so many variants nowadays. That's actually starting to drive people crazy. Because it's happening in Magic the Gathering too, where there's just like so many variants of the various different cards. It's kind of insane now. Seriously, even like certain commons, there are like 4 different versions. The art on the full arts, yeah. Well, this is the collector ones, I guess. The collector series, so to speak. So those look neat. They're yellow, the cool looking yellow border, and then of course you got the regular ones. This is, I guess this one is not considered an alternate art, but it still looks neat because it's got the little characters there. Because the actual, let me see, the Sylveon, because there, like I said, there are multiple Sylveons. Oops, hold on, leave that there. Yeah, so here's the Sylveon V, and again, that's not considered alternate art as far as I can tell. It's just the regular V, but the art still looks really nice. I haven't even checked what the latest versus ladder looks like as far as prizes. Urshifu VMAX. I mean, he's good. I just never got into the whole Urshifu thing. Let's see what else. And I imagine that's, let me see, Rapid Strike, Urshifu. And you got your VMAX. What's the big one? Cheryl. This ladder's not too amazing. I mean, again, they're decent cards, but it's like just cards that I just don't ever use. You know what the terrible thing is? Lady DS is like, come on, man, you gotta do, you know, Pokemon trading card game again. Come on, do it. And I'm like, okay, so here I am doing it, and she's not here. I even told her, I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it tomorrow. She's not here. Dang, man. That's rough. You know, I could go to trade and see if I can get some more Brilliant Stars packs. Let me see what people want. Let's see. Packs. I am getting tagged for want. Dartrix plus 9 more. Metal Saucer. Oh, they want the fancy Metal Saucer. No. Let's scroll down a little bit. It's probably, yeah, I was gonna say they probably want the full art Marnie for that. No good. Drizzile. I only have one of these. For 5. Yeah, we're not doing that. Alistair, for only 1 pack. Rangaroo, Ditto. Oh, the Venusaur VMAX promo. I only have one of those. Elementian, I just saw your message. I'm sorry. He's like, dude, it was like 5 minutes ago. Sorry. Escape rope plus 17 more. Dang, man, you want a lot. Right hand. Oh, and Moni, just in case you're wondering, I did go back after I finished the stream because again, I couldn't sleep last night, so I played some more Pokemon, of course. And I went back to that area, and again, I still could not get the darn thing to do the rainstorm. I went and I slept and slept and slept. I couldn't get a rainstorm. So it's a good thing I stopped doing that. Because it would have been there forever. I am going to have to wait until it's like a massive mass outbreak. Because that's the only time that I know it's definitely raining and possibly doing a rainstorm. Drizzile, Inteleon. Yeah. That's why I've never seen that guy, because it never rains over there. Or at least it never does the rainstorm. It rains, but oh wow, that's a better offer. Yeah, they're offering 14 for a Marnie. I wonder if that Marnie is still worth as much as it was. Kind of curious. I don't really want to trade the Marnie, but I just want to see what the value is. 18 to 20 BRS. Okay, so yeah, that's a very low ball offer. Yeah, they need to throw in a few more packs there. Hop plus 1 more. Oh, he wants 2 of those. I was gonna say, if he just wanted 1, I'd actually trade that, because I don't need any more hops. Man, so many low ball offers here. Again, these are the crappy trades that are left over. Indeedee. Evolving Skies 9. Ball guy. Bia. Marnie. Well, this one's better. That's 16. Right hand, Metacham. Only 1. I still hate the fact that it takes forever to load this stuff. Like, just show me the ones that are like, you know, more than 7 hours old. That's all I want to see. All the other ones are usually crap. Power. What in the world? Look at this. No. For one pack? Did I do this high? That's insane. Snorlax. ADP. No. Drizzile. No. So, what's going on in the world? Oh, another update on GPU prices. They continue to fall, which is awesome. One of the newer video cards that just came out, the 3090 Ti, it retails for $2,000. That's the retail price. But the scalpers are only wanting $2,200 for it. That's actually good. The one card that I actually want, though, is still way overpriced, or at least mostly overpriced. It's the 3070 Ti. That's the card I would want. That's kind of like my sweet spot, like the 3070 or 3070 Ti. Anything more than that is kind of overkill for me. But, oh, training court. Yeah, the GPU prices, thankfully, are getting lower again. What's a decent build for starters? New to this? Wow, it's hard to say, man. There are so many different decks that you can build. You can actually build a fairly decent deck with cards that are not hard to get. Like a deck that I have is the Glaceon deck. It's a Glaceon V and Glaceon V Max. It's not that expensive. And it's actually pretty good. It's not, like, amazing. But it's pretty good, and it's fun to play. So that would probably be what I would probably throw together as far as if you want to do it on the cheap. Do you know where you can pre-order the 40 series when it becomes available? I have no clue. But I imagine there will be pre-orders. Let me see. What other decks do I have? There's the Bolton deck, but that's a little more expensive, a little more pricey. Bolton has come down in as far as its expense, so it's a little more manageable. But Bolton is still good. Trying to think of all the other decks out there. I mean, there are V-Star decks out there now, so kind of shows it's been a little bit since I've actually played. Let me think. Yeah, the whole Drizzile deck, like with the Drizzile line in it, that one's actually a little expensive, as you can see, just for one Drizzile card. Well, this is a shiny, though. You can get the non-shiny version, but yeah, just for a Drizzile shiny, it's 7 packs, so it's a little expensive. Yeah, if you were looking to do just the standard, then I would probably have to say Glaceon, just from experience, because like I said, it's not super expensive. Although I am running the Inteleon line in that deck, so that might be where it gets expensive. But the Bolton one, I don't think is that bad. In fact, here, I'll actually get out of this. Let me go to my decks here. Let's see. Yeah, here's the Glaceon deck. I think, yeah, because it has the Inteleon line, it gets a little expensive. Yeah. See, the Sobbles are cheap. The Inteleons, you don't have to get the fancy Inteleon. You can just get this one. This one's cheaper, but it's still a little pricey. The one that's going to really get you is going to be the Drizzile. Because, again, you don't have to get the shiny one. You can just get this one, but even this one's still a little expensive. But the Glaceons are very easy to come by. Even the VMAX, I think, at most are like 2 packs. They're pretty cheap. And then you can just get common versions of these cards, like the Quick Balls and the Level Balls. Level Ball, you can probably just open a few packs and get a couple of copies of Level Ball. Like some of these cards are just, they're just pretty common, but they just come in the various different packs. Let me see. Pokegear. Yeah, that has been reprinted, so it should be easy to get. The Bucket's easy to get. Switch is very easy to get. And again, these are just for fancy. You don't have to get the full art ones. You can just get the like a regular Nessa card, very cheap, like super cheap. Melanie's going to be a little more expensive. The various Marnie cards, you can get a cheap Marnie. They're not that expensive. Again, you don't have to get the full art ones. Just if you're just looking to build a deck, just have a little fun. Yeah, don't even worry about full art. Yeah, so it's not. This one's actually not that bad. The hardest part, like I said, is going to be getting the Drizzile and the Inteleon. The Tapu Fini, that's just like a throw-in. I didn't have anything else to put in there, so I just threw in Tapu Fini. You don't have much, and you don't know what packs to really open. If you're just starting out, almost any pack is going to be okay with you, unless there's a particular card that you really want to go for. So yeah, it's like I was saying, any pack out there right now, if you're new, is going to be fine. If you're looking for good trainers, that's usually the harder. Well, I don't want to say it's harder, but sometimes you do have a hard time finding the good trainers. It's weird because there isn't any one set that I can really say has the best trainers. I'm sure somebody has an opinion on that. I don't. Again, it really depends on what it is that you want to build. Like if you're going to build, like say the water deck that I have, the Glaceon deck that I have there, you'd probably want to get some Vivid Voltage packs because Nessa's in there, and there's some other water Pokemon in there that if you can't get the Inteleon line, those other water ones are useful, like Dreadnoughts. The 3080s seem to be 1,000, 37s at 800. Yeah, 3070 at 800 is still too expensive though, because the retail price for a 37 non TI is supposed to be right at like $500. So I'm gonna keep waiting. Obviously, I'm not buying anything right now, but yeah, we're gonna keep waiting on that. Let me think. What's another decent deck? Oh, there's the Inteleon VMAX. This one's again is a water deck. But again, it runs the Drizzile and Inteleon lines. It's not as hardcore as the other one as far as these two. These cards are a little cheaper to come by. The Snoms are easy to get. Frostmoth is more reasonable now. It used to be more expensive, but not anymore. The Inteleon Vs and the VMAXs, they're fairly cheap. Let me see. What in here might be expensive? Nothing really. And Boss's Order has been reprinted to oblivion at this point, so they're easy to get. Yeah, that whole deck is actually not that bad. I mean, again, it's not the greatest deck, but... yeah, let me see. 30 trainers, 14 energy, 16 Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, this one seems fairly easily. Again, just get the common versions of the Drizzile and the Inteleon, and you should be okay. These are going to probably be your two most expensive cards. Like I said, the Inteleon V and the VMAX, last time I checked, they weren't that expensive. In fact, I think you can probably get an Inteleon V or a VMAX for like 1 or 2 packs at most. Yeah, training courts. The scoop up net is probably going to be, well, you could buy that. You could buy Rebel Clash packs and hope to get a scoop up net. This is probably going to be a little expensive. The Great Balls are pretty easy to get. Quick Ball's been reprinted. The bucket is available in a starter deck, so they're fairly easy to get. The rod, that's out of the base set. That's not that hard. Evolution Incense, that's also base set. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is base set, like the Quick Ball, the Great Ball, the Incense, the rod, all base set. The Marnie's base set. Professor, again, that card's been printed to oblivion at this point, but that's also in base set. Air Balloon, base set again. Yeah, a lot of stuff in base set. So yeah, the only thing is that the last time I checked, the Sword and Shield base set is actually still fairly sought after, and this is the reason why, because there's a lot of good trainers in there. So the packs themselves aren't that easy to come by unless you choose them in the store. So like if you get a bunch of Pokemon coins, just go to the store and choose like a Sword and Shield base pack. Oh, the 6500. That card is awful. That card is absolutely terrible. It is the dumbest card to come out in years. It is the stupidest video card. And the biggest problem with it, and I think I mentioned this to you before, Moni, the biggest problem They put an X4 interface on it. Why would you do that other than to cut costs? I mean, obviously that's why they did it, but that hinders the product so much that nobody wants it. It's like it's way too limited to be a true gaming card, and it's way too expensive to be like a basic display out card. Because if you want just like basic display out, like if you want to, you know, have like an extra like 3 or 4 ports, you know, for various displays that you're running, you could get a card for like $40 that does that. You can't play games, obviously, but you just want display outs at that point. But yeah, that 6500 is such an awful thing. And if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a 6400 that is supposed to be coming out. And that's going to be even cheaper. That's going to be like I think like $130, $140 card. And I can only imagine how terrible that thing's going to be. That thing is going to be just awful. It's going to be another meme. Yeah, it's going to be a complete meme. Yeah, because that 6500, it doesn't do anything well. It does nothing well. I think it's got, what is it, 4 gigabytes of VRAM on it? And it's got just an X4 interface. That's just, it's dumb. It's a stupid card. It's a product that nobody wants. It's like, why would you ever do that to people? It's just so dumb. Okay, I'm bored. I'm gonna open more packs because why not? Which pack do I really want to open though? Not evolutions. Darkness Ablaze. I don't really need anything from Darkness Ablaze anymore. I mean, there's the full art. Full art's from Rebel Clash. I was thinking full art boss, but that's Rebel Clash. I think. This one, it's just Crobats, but Crobats aren't valued as much as they were. Those have really come down in price too. What about Skies? Do I need anything from Skies? Not really. Even the Rayquaza from Skies is really plummeted. That thing died. I'm so happy I traded the Rayquazas when I did. I was trading them when they were like 7 to 9 packs. Now they're like 2 packs. Hypno, Crystal Cave. Hey, Lycanroc VMAX. There you go. Open a pack on a whim and I get the rainbow Lycanroc. Not the best card, but I guess it's a rainbow. I mean, why not? Chilling Rain. Yeah, the same thing with Calyrex. I don't ever really see people playing Calyrex anymore. It feels like so many decks are kind of fly-by-night decks with each of these sets. Because, I mean, yeah, they always feature certain cards when a new deck comes out. Oh, look at that. Another Reverse Melanie. That's nice. Oh, look at that. Gold Rugged Helmet. I don't think this one's worth much, but it's a gold card. That's cool. Again, just opening packs on a whim. This Pokemon this card is attached to is in the X spot is damage by an attack. Even just like that, put an energy attached to the attacking Pokemon into your opponent's hand. Okay. Wow, that was actually a good pack. Yeah, look at that. You also got a Sobble out of that, too. Yeah, that's a good pack, man. Rugged Helmet, Melanie, and a Sobble. Do I move on to Battle Styles now? I only have 1 Battle Styles pack. Like, how are you getting all these cards? It shouldn't work like this. Well, it is, apparently. Yambra, that's not a bad card. Cheryl, Weeping Bell. That was another card that was hot for a while, and now it's kind of Mind Shao. Oh my god. Rapid Strike Urshifu V. That's another good card. Wow. 3 packs, 3 very usable cards. How much is this one worth? Let's see, Urshifu. Yeah, this one's not worth what it was, but it's still, some people still want it. It's 1 to 2. I mean, that's 1 to 2 Brilliant Stars packs. So that's actually not terrible. I would actually do that. I would probably trade that. If somebody offered me 2 packs for that Urshifu V, I'd probably trade it. Because I'm pretty sure I've got multiples. Yeah, I've got 3 of these things. I'm going to actually mark it. and I'm gonna go check trade again, because why not? I mean, I'm not gonna use these cards. I don't use any of the Urshifu stuff to just trade it all away. Look at this Mine Chow. That's 4. Yeah, all this other stuff should be marked. Okay. But I will say this about the video card market. I am so glad that I didn't just go in and think, oh, screw it, I'll just spend the money and buy it. I'm so glad I waited. Because, I mean, that's kind of how these things go, though. You know, whenever there's little shortages like this, there's always people that, you know, they're like, oh my god, I gotta get it now. And it's like, oh no, it's like 300 over MSRP. Let me just get it. They can't wait. They have no patience. And so they end up paying through the nose. The same thing was happening, what was it, like a year ago with the Ryzen chips. All the latest Ryzen 5000 series chips, they were expensive. They were hard. You couldn't get them. They were sold out everywhere. And again, I wanted, and I still want, the 5900X, which is the Ryzen 9 5900X, which is 12 cores, 24 threads. Amazing thing. It's like, I think its base clock is 3.6 and it boosts to like 4.2, and then of course it's overclockable, and it's only 105 watt TDP, and so like the cooler that I have already will work obviously for it just fine. So I've wanted that for the longest time, but for a while that chip was like $700. It's finally come back down to its MSRP. In fact, some places have it below MSRP, because the MSRP I think is $450 for that chip. Amazon, you highly recommend. Oh, you got that one? Oh, dude, it's such. Yeah, I've seen the reviews about that chip. It's amazing. It's great. It's like a good balance between a hardcore, multi-core, multi-thread chip for production, and it's still, you know, the clocks are still good enough for some fairly hardcore gaming. Because that's my only real gripe about the chip that I have right now. I have a 1700X, which it's a few years old, but it's 8 cores, 16 threads. The only thing I don't like is the base clock is only 3 gigahertz. I have it boosted to 3.3, and then of course it boosts on its own to like 3.6. But if I can get something that bases at 3.6 and then boosts to 4.2 or higher, you know, and so that's the thing about games. Most games don't really care too much about multiple threads. They care more about frequency. That's why Intel took the title back as far as the gaming chip, because the latest Intel processors, I think, what was it, the 12900, I think was able to hit 5.3 gigahertz single core, but it was able to hit it. It's hot as hell, but it was able to hit it. And so I figure if I can get one of the newer Ryzen parts that can do at least 4 gigahertz, that would be like the sweet spot. You can't make full use of it. Well, you can. In a way, you can. You can, like, if you use stuff like DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve, or pretty much any other program that uses all of your cores, you can take full advantage of it. In fact, the one game, I mentioned this to you guys a while back, like probably like 2 years ago, Universe Sandbox 2, the second one, not the first one, but Universe Sandbox 2 is specifically designed to use every single core and every single thread your PC has. So it's graphically, it's not the most amazing thing to look at, but you have to think about what that game does. It does a lot of mathematical calculations, because you can literally take a planet and place it anywhere in space. Like, you can create a star, and then you can create a planet that's so far away. And then, of course, you know, if you hit the go button, it kind of shows the rotations and all this other stuff. And you can put multiple large bodies like that all over the place and just see what gravity does. That's like kind of the fun of the game. And when I played it, even on this chip, it used all of my threads. Because at first I wasn't really sure, but I asked the creator, I said, hey, does Universe Sandbox use multi-threads? And he said straight up, he's like, it'll use every single thread that's available if it's there. So I was like, sweet. So yeah, you could play that game. There are a few other games that are like that. Pretty much a lot of the turn-based games out there that you see that have like a ton of sprites in them, like Warhammer how you've got literally hundreds of those little characters all over the place. Because again, they're doing all the various calculations. That's the hardest thing. Is again, you can turn down the graphics settings so it doesn't really stress the GPU too much. But as far as all the little various calculations that need to be done, that's where the processor comes in. The CPU. That's when that comes in. There's also another one called, I think it's called Diplomacy is Not an Option. Again, it's one of those games where it's like a builder kind of simulation game where you build up like walls around your kingdom and then hordes of enemies start attacking you. And there's literally hundreds of little enemies on the screen at a single time, all doing different things. So yeah, that stresses your CPU. So there are certain games that do that. You just have to kind of figure out which ones. In fact, another one, Civilization. The Civilization series. That stresses your CPU too. Because the turns, it has to go through all the various calculations for the various turns and stuff. And I actually own, is it Civilization 6? I think it's Civilization 6 that I own. And I have played it. Pretty fun game. And yeah, it really rocks. Oh, wow. Full art honey. It really rocks your CPU. It'll get that thing chugging. It'll get it warmed up. So yeah, that's another one of those games that really, it doesn't really call for an expensive GPU. It's the CPU that it stresses really hard. Let me see. I think some of the Sims games do that too. I think most of the Sim City type games, like one other game that I've been playing. In fact, this was free not that long ago. City Skylines. It was free on Epic a couple of weeks ago, and I got it before that, so you know. But still, I've played it for a little while, and that's what it does. It hits your CPU. It doesn't really care too much about the GPU. Because again, the little sprites and everything, they're not like super hardcore. Oh wow, look at that. Reverse Sobble. Nice. It's not super hardcore as far as the graphics go. Tornadus. But again, it does a lot of calculations that really hit the CPU. So yeah, those multi-core CPUs, they can come in handy. Even if you don't do like what the stuff that I do, like I do video editing and photo editing and stuff. So yeah. And the biggest thing that I have is, or not, I don't even say it's really a problem, even with the 1700, but one of the biggest things that I do when I'm editing videos is I scrub back and forth. And by scrubbing, I mean I go through the video. And again, when you're editing high quality, like, you know, 1080p or 4K or even 8K footage, and you're scrubbing, you know, from one part of the video to another, or you're, you know, speeding it up, slowing it down, that sort of stuff, that takes a lot of CPU processing power. And of course, with those, at least with DaVinci Resolve, the more threads you have available to you, the faster it's going to go. So yeah. There are definitely lots of workloads out there for multiple threads. Oh, wow. Steeny reverse. How do I not have some of these reverses? Bennett. Don't like you, Bennett. GTA Plus. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I think they waited way too long to do that. Because you really got to think about... GTA is almost a 10-year-old game at this point. The $5.99, because there are still going to be people that pay, because it's only $6. People are like, oh, it's only $6. And I think part of the benefit is you get like $500,000 a month. You also get access to certain cars first, and they also let you go back and buy certain buildings. Wow, Metagross. So there are some benefits, but it feels like, because I mean, with GTA, if you've been paying attention, they've slowly over the years been dialing back the amount of rewards that you get. So instead of getting certain amounts of money, they've dialed it back by like 20, 30, even 40%. Wow, another reverse that I didn't have. And they did that in preparation for the fact that, well, one, they wanted to give people a reason to buy shark cards. And two, it was in preparation for this, the monthly thing. But it's kind of good and it's kind of bad because, one, I mean, even years ago, I felt that they were probably going to do a subscription service, but not that expensive. That's exactly what they did now. But this also tells you when GTA 6 comes out, online is probably not going to be free. Or there will be a free option, but they're also going to offer like the $6 or $7 option per month. And people are going to buy it. So there you go. That's the answer if they're going to do a subservice for GTA 6. They absolutely are now. Agatha, more rugged helmet. Zangoose. Flannery. I'm thinking about what was her name, Zizu or Susie or whatever her name is from Arceus. And Moni had mentioned last night how because we were looking for, you know, possible ancestors of the various characters that were in the game, and you had mentioned Flannery. I mean, it's red hair, but other than that, I don't really see that much of a resemblance. Yeah, because even this hair is different. I mean, of course, it could be because the styles are different, because, you know, different time periods. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think Flannery is. I mean, that's the closest thing, but Flannery, I don't know about that. All right, might as well just open all these Chilling Reign packs now. Oh, it's going to be at least 2025 before we get GTA 6. Wow, another Melanie. Very nice. Ugh, more Bennett. Mark that. Oh, wow, I didn't realize I had that many Melanies. I'm going to mark that. And open our last pack here. Yeah, Serena. Oh, I only have 2 of her. Okay. Not so bad then. Porygon. Porygon is so goofy. Is it going to be in Detroit? No. Of course not. I did hear some rumors about it. I don't know if this is confirmed, but apparently the map is going to be massive. I mean, like, stupid big. From what I'm getting, the way they're trying to design it is the map is going to be like a combination of Vice City, Liberty City, and San Andreas all into one. And of course, San Andreas is actually 3 cities as it is right now. Well, that's kind of how it was originally. But the newer version is, you know, Blaine County, and then, of course, the regular city proper. So I just imagine all 3 of those urban areas together as one. It's going to be huge. And then, of course, there's all the spaces in between. So it's supposed to be like this stupid big map. And I thought the GTA 5 map was actually pretty good. I thought for the time, because again, it came out in 2013. At the time, that was a very good size map. It wasn't the biggest map out there, but it was a very good size map. And now they're just going all ham on it now, and just going crazy with the maps. Up Stormy Mountains. Oh, Trevenant. Look at that. Crazy shiny art. So yeah, that game, like I said, it's going to be at least like 2025 before that thing comes out. I'm more bummed that it's taking so long for a new Skyrim game. Because Skyrim, or not a new Skyrim game, but a new Elder Scrolls game. Because Skyrim came out in 2011. So it's been 11 years. And they announced Elder Scrolls 6, what was it now, like 2 years ago? They announced it, and it's like, well, okay, it's been 2 years and we've heard nothing. Now, it is quite possible that when they teased it, because it didn't show like gameplay or anything like that, it was just like a teaser. They just kind of flashed up on the screen. So I'm thinking they were just like doing that just to kind of let people know, okay, yeah, we're gonna make it. We just, you know, it's gonna be a while. So that's what I'm thinking, is that when they announced it at that point, it's like the week before they had just made the decision, okay, let's make the next, you know, Elder Scrolls game. Which is dumb, because obviously it was going to take at least 5 years to make that thing. You know, at this point, I'm like, don't tease me with a new game unless you're like 80% done with it. Just keep it to yourself. Yeah, because again, they announced it 2 years ago, and it's going to be at least another 3 or 4 years before it comes out. You know, people will have had children and started families and stuff in that time period. People will have lived and died and, you know, moved to different countries. There's so much stuff that happened in that time period. We have to get Skyrim released for a toaster first. I mean, the good thing about Skyrim is it is an older game, and you can play it on a potato, really. Ooh, Espion. Shiny Espion. Well, no, that's not a shiny Espion. That's alternate art. Because that's not the shiny color of the Espion. Shiny Espion is green. Oh my god, Nuzleaf. I thought those were two nuts. Oh my god, Nuzleaf. Dude, what's that? I was like, oh my god, that Pokemon has huge nuts. What is going on? He's got that look like, are you staring at my nuts? Yes, Nuzleaf, we're staring at your nuts. I saw someone playing on a pregnancy test. I've seen somebody playing Doom on a pregnancy test. I've also seen somebody playing Doom on an old graphing calculator. It didn't look great, but they were able to do it. In fact, strangely enough, the pregnancy test looked better. And the thing about those old graphing calculators is they actually have fairly good processors. Because again, they're doing a lot of mathematical calculations. So it has to be fairly robust in that department. I think they are nuts. That's such a weird... Like, you got nut on him. Shopping center. Reverse Drampa. Ugh. I do not need any more Talonflames. No more Talonflames, please. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just going to open all my packs today, because why not? Flabébé, Tentacruel, Snowleaf. Oh, look at that. What's with Trevenant? I'm getting all the Trevenant cards now. Rainbow Trevenant VMAX. He's not horrible. I don't think Trevenant gets enough love, man. Let's see. Missing in the Force. Does 40 damage for each supporter card in your opponent's discard pile. Oh, wow. That actually could be interesting. I mean, because it takes a little while usually to get this guy out anyway. And then Max Tree. What a generic name. Max Tree for 180 for 3 is not bad. You get trade packs? What do you mean I get trade packs? You mean are packs tradable? I do have some packs that I'm offering to trade. They're not the greatest packs, but they're packs. Like the only ones that I really want to get rid of are my Evolutions packs. I have them marked. So I mean, if you want Evolutions packs, sure. You can add me in the game. My in-game name is the same as the channel name. Just make me a decent offer and I'll trade some Evolutions packs to you. Yeah, I've opened so many like I have the complete set of XY Evolutions. I have every single card in the set, and it took me like hundreds and hundreds of packs to get it. Oh, how? If you add somebody as a friend, go over here, the little thing up here, click this, and then click this little button right here. It lets you add somebody. And when it says send new friend request, just type in my name. Again, it's spelled the same as the channel name. And then hit OK. It'll send me the request. And then when I approve the request, then we're friends at that point. And then when you do that, you can start doing trades. If you have trading turned on. I think most people have trading turned on, though. And then once we're friends, we would go over here to the trade tab. And then we would click create trade. And since it would be between friends, it would be private trade. And as you can see here, it populates the list of all the various friends you have. Of course, I've got a ton of them. So at that point, you would just, search for my name in there. You could type in Like here, I'll pick. Oh, here we go. Here's Pear. I actually talked to Pear last night. Yeah, I could click her name, and then at that point, it brings up all the various cards that are available for trade. And as you can see here, it says 12 Pair is giving Slim Word. These are the cards that basically I would be asking from 12 Pair. And then over here are the cards that I would be offering. Now, as you collect cards, you are probably going to want to make certain ones tradable. And to make them tradable, you would click this little thing until it's orange. This little left and right arrow. Usually it's green like that. But if you click this, that will basically let everybody know that looks at your list that you are willing to trade that card. Yeah. So then you just kind of fill it out. Like I could put, like I would offer to give her a Score Bunny, and I would want like her Rotom. So yeah, in this case, 12 Pair is giving me one Rotom, and I would be giving her one Score Bunny. And then at that point, you click Done, and then it will send the trade over. And if the other party approves it, then they just click yes on their end, and the trade goes through. And now I would have another Rotom. Thankfully, I don't actually want another Rotom because I have 55 of them. Too many Rotoms. But yeah, that's kind of how it's done. Now, if you do a public trade, those actually cost the PP points, so you don't really want to do that. Let's see. Is this you? Let's see. Requests. Is this you here? BX no 2X? Well, whatever it is, we're going to add you. There you go. There you go. So now if you wanted to, you can, again, like I said, go to trade, click create trade. And even if you just want to look at what I have for trade, you don't necessarily want to do a trade right now, you can still go in there, find my name, and just look at the stuff that I have available. And if you look down here again, when this little section is highlighted, it will show you the various cards that person has marked as available for trade. And with me, I've got literally thousands of cards marked. So yeah, there's a big selection there. The only thing that I don't like to do via trade is I generally like to keep at least 4 copies of any one particular card. So if I have something marked for trade, it usually means that I have more than 4. Like, for instance, I have 70 of these. So yeah, those are definitely for trade. But let's see, this is going to take forever to get over here, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Example. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Or am I going the wrong way? Hold on. Sort by least to most. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize I only have 3 Marnies. Okay, I actually want to unmark that. But yeah, see, that's why I unmarked that now, because I only have 3 copies of it. Yes, I have other variations of the Marnie card, but I personally just like to keep 4 copies of every single one. Even if it is effectively the same card, I personally just like to keep 4 copies. You don't have to do that. It's up to you, but that's what I like to do. See, because here are some other Marnie cards. Again, pretty much the same cards, same effect, but they're just different variations. Like that's the holo rare. This is the reverse. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just like keeping 4 copies of each. In fact, why are these marked? Oh, I probably traded some away and didn't unmark them because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I can actually go through these and unmark them now. Looker. Let's see, Judge. Yeah, some of these, yeah. And I'm bad about that too. Sometimes I'll forget to unmark cards, even though I hit that little personal threshold. And so sometimes I actually have to turn down trades because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to unmark that. Well, there you go. See, these are all the cards I forgot to unmark. Okay, that's good now. So yeah, if 5 or more, yeah, that's fine. Probably have to do that with regular Pokemon too. Oh, that's most to least. Let's check least to most. Okay, yeah, some of these I should not have marked. Oh, what probably happened with some of these is sometimes, not often, sometimes I'll break that little rule and I'll go below 4. Like if it's somebody that I have known for a while and I'm just like, they like really need the card like for a deck or something, or to complete a set, I'll hook them up and be like, okay, I'll break my rule and I'll trade one of the cards for you. But yeah, I generally don't do that often. Like this Luxray, this one I would probably still trade because one, you can't use it for play. It's just for collecting. And two, I remember why I marked this. I marked this because I think it was Wooker was looking for these particular cards for the 25th anniversary celebrations cards. So if anybody else actually needs any celebrations cards, I do have a few for trade, just in case you want them. So I'll leave this one marked. This one I'll only keep one copy because you can't play with it anyway. Same thing with the Mew. That's a collector one. Oh, the Urshifu I just added. Same thing with the Venusaur. A lot of these are collector cards. Xerneas Break. I'll actually unmark that. Charizard. Yeah, let me unmark that one. Chatot. Oh, Cleffa too. I'll leave this one. Again, that's another one of those collector cards. Diancie. Oh, wow. I actually like the art on that. Where's that from? Is that from Celebrations? That's actually kind of neat looking. And EVGX. Oh, that's right. I had marked this because I had 6 at one point. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm a little bad about this. Sometimes I forget to unmark stuff. Sobble. Unmark that guy. Swirlix. Zoroark. Oh, I remember which one that is. Oh, I remember why I marked that one. I think it was Serenity needed copies of that. Somebody needed a couple of copies, and I had extras. Okay, there we go. Now we should be fine. All of these should be 5 at this point. Yeah, we're good now. All of these are 5 and more. But again, if you all actually need any of the celebrations cards, I don't have a ton of them, but I have a few. Like I'll trade one of the Zapdos, the Luxray. Is the same way for packs, right? Just mark it as tradable. Yes. You can also mark stuff for want as well. So if there's any particular card or pack or something that you want, again, just highlight it and click the little heart till it turns blue. So basically just one time. So like that. So that will alert people that you are looking for this card. And I think I still have a few cards that I probably have marked as for want. Let me see. Let's see for trade. Let me see for want. Oh, I don't have any Pokemon for want. Let me check. No trainers. Oh, I probably have packs for want. Gotta turn that on. For want, apply. Oh, come on. I know I have packs for want. Oh, this is the stuff that I'm willing to give. Okay, never mind. I forgot I was in the trade window. Let's go back to collection. Okay, there we go. Now we can go here. And stuff that I have marked for want. Nothing in Pokemon. Nothing there. It's probably in packs. Really? Show owned. Oh, I'm an idiot. Show not owned. Actually, I can take these celebrations off. I don't need those anymore. Yeah, like the boundaries across the old black and white stuff, I actually do still want those. The Brilliant Stars I'll take. What was this? Battle Arena deck? Sun Moon series. Yeah, lots of old black and white stuff. Some of these older ones I have marked for want. Now, of course, these don't generally come up very often for trade, but it's still good to have a mark because you never know. Because you don't see a lot of black and white stuff for trade, but every now and then you may see something. In fact, I could probably search for boundaries crossed packs, and there may be a few here and there. That's true. You cannot trade packs that you buy from the in-game store. The only packs that you can trade generally are going to be the ones that you get from cards, from card codes that you get from the actual physical booster packs. And I think also once you hit a certain level, as you're leveling up your account, like when you're doing like the dailies and stuff, once you hit a certain threshold, then packs that you get from stuff like tournaments, those you should be able to trade in most cases. But yeah, if you go to the little store here and you spend your Poke Points to get packs, these packs are not tradable. They are locked to your account. And when you open that pack, the cards are also locked to your account. So if you buy a pack from the store, that's fine. Just know that anything you get out of it, it's going to be yours forever. It's not going anywhere. Same thing with the decks. If you buy a deck from here, it's going to be yours forever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Because I believe this is one of those games where when you first get started out, they kind of shower you with these Poke Points. So you're able to get a bunch of packs, which is good. They want you to get started. But again, just know that any packs that you choose, that they're going to stay with you. And if I may add something, some of these structure decks are still worth getting. Even if you use just some of the individual cards out of them, some of them is still worth getting. Like I still think Charizard's good. I still like the Dreadnought deck. Let me see what was another good one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this one, the Soaring Storm deck. This one's a little more outdated now because Sun and Moon cards are not considered standards. They're expanded now. But that's still a good structure deck. Same thing with Charizard deck. Again, that's Sun and Moon, so it's cycled out of standard, but still some good cards in it, and the deck itself is still good if you play structure. So some of these decks are still useful. Let me go back to trade, though. I'm going to trade. I'm going to go and see if I can find packs. Let's see, public offers, packs. Let's see, for want, I am getting. I should probably unmark Brilliant Stars for now, because most of them are going to show up there. They're not going to show me black and white, so I'll unmark that. And let me refresh. Okay, yeah, this is going to take a little while. Because, again, all the packs that I have marked for want are, like, from black and white. Because I wasn't around during black and white, so I still like getting some of those packs. And Boundaries Crossed, I believe, at least according to Wooker, is probably one of the better black and white packs. So that's why I've been getting that one, because at least those cards, if I choose to actually play Expanded, which I don't really like to, but, you know, still kind of neat to have the cards. In fact, Mr. Bino, if you want, let me check and see if I have any. Where's my list of card codes here? I'll throw some card codes out there, and you can grab them if you can. You gotta be fast, though. People like to claim these things really, really quickly. But I'll throw some of these up here. Yeah, because if I leave this here, this will probably take like 5 minutes to even populate a handful of trades, if there are any available for black and white. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. So let's go over here. And I do say free codes in the title, so I gotta throw some codes out there. Okay, here we go. And I'm not gonna claim these. I'm just putting these here so you all can see the codes, so then you still have to take the code and put it into your game and claim it. But I'm not gonna claim these. Apparently somebody already claimed that one. Okay, that one's no good. Hold on. I hope they didn't resell my codes. Oh, there you go. Miss Magius. So there's a Miss Magius code. And if you're having a hard time, Bino, getting some of these codes, let me know and I'll just send you a couple through the in-game chat. That way we can make sure you get them. Score Bunny. Oh, that reminds me. I got some of the new Eevee codes. I only got 2 of them, but I have them. And I want to claim one, but I'm willing to give away the other one. Oh, there's a Dragonite. Oh, did I not copy this one? Hold on. Copy. Hold on. Oh, Tapu Koko. That's actually not bad. And a majority of these cards that I'm putting on here, or a majority of the codes, are going to be like promo cards from like blister packs and stuff, or special edition cards. Sometimes I'm able to get things like decks, but not that often. Espion. This is actually a fairly decent selection. I like Miss Magius. Miss Magius, Dragonite, Tapu Koko, and Espion. Those are all very usable cards. Again, they're not amazing, but they're at least usable. I'm not crazy about Score Bunny. I've just never really liked Score Bunny, I'm sorry. I'm sure he's fine, but I just never used him. Wow, 2 Espions. Okay. So yeah, we got Miss Magius, Score Bunny, Dragonite, Tapu Koko, and 2 Espions. What do you guys think of Philly cheesesteak? Depends where you get it. Because there are some places out there, because Philly cheesesteak isn't limited just to Philadelphia. But obviously, if you want to get like prime Philly cheesesteak, yeah, you go to Philadelphia. But there are other places out there that do Philly cheesesteak, and some are really good, some not so much. Because a lot of people think that it's just meat slathered in cheese and sauerkraut, but it's not. The flavoring of the meat really plays a huge role. Because if you don't bother really seasoning the meat, then you're just basically eating cheese and bread at that point. You might as well be eating a pizza. But yeah, if you season up the beef really well, then like me, I don't like mine with sauerkraut. I'm not a fan of sauerkraut. So I just basically get bread, meat, cheese, and sometimes they'll serve it with a side of au jus, or they'll actually put the au jus on the sandwich itself. That, oh my God, that is so good. Now I want one. Damn it. Oh my God, that's so good. Yeah, but that's a simple sandwich. It's bread, Philly cheesesteak, the cheese, like Swiss cheese, and then a side of au jus. If you don't know what au jus is it's kind of like a gravy sort of broth that is served generally as like something that you would like dip something in. It's not thick. It's almost, the consistency is like soup, but it's just a broth. You didn't get a single one? That's cool. I'll actually send you some. Here, in fact, you all can look at the Nirvana cover, and I'll send you a couple of codes, Vino. Let me see, friends list. So let's see. Here we go, conversation. But yeah, when you serve it with the au jus, it's so freaking good, dude. For a while, there was, I don't even think they're really around anymore, but there was a restaurant called Quiznos. I think there might still be like the odd Quiznos around here and there, but as far as corporate Quiznos, I don't think they're around anymore. But yeah, when Quiznos was big back in like the mid 2000s, I would get their Philly cheesesteak with the au jus all the time, and it was so good. It was, and the thing is, it sucked a bit because it was expensive, but it was so good. Like, to go into Quiznos, I would get the sandwich, and I would usually just get like a drink, and even that was like $15, just for the sandwich and for like a can of soda. That's it. Again, delicious, absolutely delicious, but it was a little expensive. Okay, Bino, there. I went ahead and I sent you a couple of codes. Just check inside the chat and just copy those over to your redeem codes tab, and they're all yours. I have no idea what those cards are. They're just kind of whatever. That's the thing about these codes. When I stick the codes out there, they're random. I don't know what cards you get with the codes until I see them pop up there. Soda, you mean pop? Yeah, same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Soda, pop. Some people just call it Coke. Even if it's not Coca-Cola, they still just call it Coke. I've met people here in Texas that call it all the various things. It's mostly Northerners that come down to Texas, like winter Texans. They'll come down and they'll call it pop. And that's how I know that's what they call it up there. Because they're like, oh, well, up in Michigan or up in Wisconsin, we call it pop. And I'm like, okay, call it whatever you want, man. It's the same stuff. You see them, thanks. No problem, dude. Enjoy them. It's just a couple of cards, but it's something. Yeah, when I was a child, people used to just call it Coke. But then as I got older, I started calling it soda. And I just realized that I spelled codes wrong. Look at the title of the video. It says free coz. Free coz. I should probably fix that. Hold on, I can fix that here. Give me a second. Where are you? Let's see, restream. Free coz. Anybody want some free coz? Update titles. Here we go. Okay, update all. Why are you unable to connect to Trovo? What's the problem? Before you open them, should you see what's in trade? You can. Well, that's the thing. The codes, because you're getting them via code, those cards are still tradable. So once you redeem the code, it will not lock that card to your account. So yeah, you can redeem it right now, and if you decide, well, it's not something I can use, I'll trade it, then you can still mark it for trade. Yeah, anytime, in most cases, I would say 99.99% of the time, if you redeem one of the code cards that you get, again, from the booster packs or from blisters or special promotions, that kind of thing, those cards are almost always tradable. Only in very specific circumstances have I seen when the cards you get from a code are actually locked to your account. In fact, I don't think they do it much anymore, but with some of the old codes, they did used to do it. Perfect example is, let me go here to, where is it? Yeah, here we go. The Electric Mischief. This was a tin deck that came out a few years ago, and for some reason, the code locks to your account. Like all the cards and stuff that you get with it, they're all locked. I don't understand why it does this, but yeah, that's why I have so many of these. Like some of them I have just that I can trade, but you'll see I have 12 here that are locked. So the 12 I'm keeping forever. But yeah, just be aware, some of the older codes, like again, like this one for the Electric Mischief deck, that will lock to your account. What was another one that would lock? I think it was, let me see. Oh, the Lunar Howl. This one also locked to the account too, which is weird. So again, that's why I have multiples. I didn't realize that all the cards would lock. Solar Wing, that's another one. Thankfully, these Eevee or Evolution type decks, these do not lock. So like Snowy Gaze, you can still trade. The Vaporeon. I think Wings of Fire. Did this one lock? It did. Ah, that stinks. Okay, so not Wings of Fire. So yeah, when you open up certain ones, they do lock. But I know for a fact that the Vaporeon, the Glaceon deck, what were the other ones? Yeah, the Jolteon deck, the Grassy Boy deck. Leafeon, that's his name. I forgot his name for a second. The Leafeon deck. Those do not lock, thankfully. But I think Abundant Fury, like this whole series, because you'll see the deck boxes are sort of similar, like Abundant Fury, Electric Mischief, and Lunar Howl. Yeah, those will lock. Now, of course, if you want to keep the cards, that's good. It doesn't really matter because you're like, well, I'm going to keep the cards anyway. But some people will go and they'll buy multiple copies of the deck with the intention of possibly trading the extra cards. Well, obviously you can't do that with Lunar Howl because it locks them all. And so that's why I was kind of differentiating them for you. And unfortunately, there's really no way to tell until after you've actually redeemed the code. But like I said, those are the few exceptions to the whole rule of most things that you get from a code are tradable. Like I know the Charizard GX deck, all the stuff in here should be tradable. Same thing with this Venusaur deck. I think this Dark Prism is another one where these actually lock to you. So yeah, some of these in this series, they just locked. I don't know why, but yeah. Detroit is famous for Coney Island. Chili dogs. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Coney dogs. They call them Conies. Conies are okay. I've never been a huge hot dog fan myself, so I mean, I'll eat one, but they're not my preferred meal. Yeah, like if I had a choice between a burger and a hot dog, I'd always go burger. But conies are fine; they're all right. And then if you keep going even further north, the chili fries turn into poutine, which is fries with brown gravy and cheese curds. And the weird thing is, poutine is actually really, really good. When you look at it, it looks a little gross. Like you look at it, especially as an American, if you look at it, you're like, what is that? Because the cheese curds look almost like mayonnaise, because they use a very white sort of cheese with it. But it's actually really good. It's really tasty. It's like their own spin on the whole chili cheese fries. Hey, Reber. In fact, if you want Beano, here I still have all those decks. Um, Here, I'm gonna send you. Bino, do me a favor. Go to your cards list and any random card, even like a basic energy or something, just mark it because I'm going to trade you uh, a starter deck or a 10 deck here. I'll trade you probably a couple of them. I'll get you a Charizard deck and I'll get you a Gyarados deck. And these decks aren't amazing, but they have some good starter cards. So yeah, I'll get you hooked up with both of these. Just mark, like I said, just mark a basic energy for trade if you can, because whenever you do a trade, I can't just give these to you. It's like I have to get something in return for it to go through. So yeah, just mark like a random throwaway card, and I'll trade you both of these. Let me check this other trade here real quick. Oops, I'm sure he already got those. Let's see trade. Here we go. The big three car making companies. Oh yeah, and casinos. Yeah, because y'all have like Ford, GM, and is it Dodge? I think it's Dodge. Let's see what do you got here? Lipard, and you want an Alolan Golem. Oh, I only have one I can trade anyway. Yeah, that's fine. I actually don't have that Lipard. Where's this from? Hmm. Sure, I'll do that. There you go. Urshifu Rapid Strike deck. I just got another Urshifu card. Yeah, I was opening packs a little bit ago, and I got another copy. I'm pretty sure it was the Rapid Strike. Let me see, because Rapid Strike is blue, right? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, I got another one of these. And I actually marked it because I'm just never going to use these cards. So if you actually need a copy, if you need an additional copy of the V card, I'll trade it. Just to give me something decent in return. Or even a couple of packs, it's fine. Now these other ones I'll keep because I only have one copy of them. And these are like alternate art, shiny version, you know. So I've only got one that I'll usually hold on to. But this one, I don't really care. Same thing with the single strike. What do I want for it? A couple of random packs is fine. If you have Brilliant Stars, obviously I'd prefer that. But as long as the packs you offer are not complete junk, I'll probably take it. One other thing you need to look out for, Bino, is if you look at a card, and hold on, let me clear this real quick. If you look at a card, let me find one good example here. There it is. I just passed one. Yeah, if you look at a card and you see that it's got the little lock by the amount that you have, and it's gray, that means that that card is not tradable. Now, it is possible to have multiple copies of the same card where some copies are not tradable, meaning they're locked to you, and some that aren't. So as you can see in this example, I have one that is locked to me and 0 that are tradable. So as you're going through your list of cards that you see there, just make sure that you try to mark the ones that have numbers over here in the blue area. If they're only in the gray, then those cards are not going to be able to be marked. Oh, General Motors, Ford. Motor and Chrysler. Oh, okay. Well, Chevy is basically General Motors, and Chrysler is Dodge. So I kind of got it right. I couldn't remember what the parent company name was. So yeah, as you're going through them, just make sure that they're able to be traded. If they've got the little gray lock by them, again, same thing here. I've only got one copy of this card, and it's not tradable. Let me see if I can find one where I have multiple copies, where some of them are tradable. Scroll down a little further here. Oh, here we go. Perfect example. Morlul. See, I have one that's locked to me, but I have two that if I wanted to, I could mark them for trade. So if I were to mark this as trade, I'm not going to do that because I only have 3 copies. But if I mark it for trade, that will let people know, okay, well, he does have some available for trade, but the most the game will let me trade is 2. It will not let me trade this third one. So yeah, as long as you've got some numbers over here, those can be marked. And again, when you go through to try to mark them, if you don't have any tradables, then this won't even show up. That will be blanked out. Just like, let me see, where is it? Like here, see, it doesn't even show up for me. Still like this Mewtwo art. That's pretty neat. Oh, and I actually got another one of these last night. Was it last night? I think it was last night or the night before. I got another one of these. And I have 3 of these Mews, the gold Mew. How much is gold Mew? I don't think gold Mew's worth that much. He was only like 2 at most. Yeah, gold Mew unfortunately was not worth a ton, at least in the digital game. The physical card is worth like $50. Oh, he actually went up. He's 3 to 5 now. So he did appreciate a little bit. I may actually be willing to give up a gold Mew if I can get 5. Let me mark it. And then I'm going to go over here for trade and see if I can actually get some packs for it. EVV max. We'll let that load for a little bit. Six card packs. This is another thing. If you're new, if you see this, don't get these. Just, yeah, do not get the 6 card packs. Obviously, you get fewer cards. People will try to pass these off as like the regular packs, but no, don't get these. Avoid them if you can. The only ones that I would get are ones that are specifically made to have fewer cards. Some packs are like that. Brilliant Stars is not one of them. Any standard set that comes out like Brilliant Stars, Vivid Voltage, they have options where you are able to get 6 card packs. Don't get those though. Don't ever accept them in trade either. At least that's my rule. I never accept the 6 card packs. I just don't do it. Let's see. Wow, these people are so cheap. 1 pack? Get out of here. Let's see. Orbeetle for... Oh, what in the world? Oh, that's a different Mew. Never mind. Is this the one I just looked at? Yeah, it is. Mew. Only 2 there. Wow, people are so cheap. Another good rule of thumb is if you do go here and you look through various trades, usually the more time that is left on a trade, the better. Because that means it's a newer trade that somebody just posted, and so those tend to be a little bit better as far as the offers. Because whenever you post a trade, you can post it for 8, 24, or 48 hours. And if you see a trade that's been hanging around for a long time, like there's only like, an hour left on it, that means that a lot of people have looked at that trade and thought, no. So don't, it's very, very rare that you're going to find a good trade that's like less than an hour left to go. So yeah, you generally want to avoid those. But if a trade has like, 7 hours, 8 hours, usually in most cases, those will be better on average. I can't say they're all better because obviously they're not, but on average they'll be better. And apparently nobody wants to give good packs for this Mewtwo. Or I'm sorry, Mew. Blastoise VMAX. No. What's this? Oh, I'm not trading that Charizard. Absolutely not. You sold yours when they were 1? Ouch. Yeah, I got one, and then I was like, oh, sweet, I finally got it. And then I kept opening the packs because I was trying to get all the special collector cards, and I kept getting the Mew. And like all 3 of those Mews I pulled out of packs. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to offer anything good for the Mew. You only have 3 Pokemon for trade. That's disappointing. That's fine. When you're just getting started, that's normal. That's perfectly normal. In fact, here, since you only have 3 that you can mark, I'll actually initiate the trade. Oh, actually, wrong thing. Create trade. Private. Where are you here? Oh, I'm not seeing you here. Yeah, where are you? I don't see you. Do you have trading turned on? Let's see. BX, no. Oh, there you are. I wonder why it wasn't bringing you up before. Or maybe I just completely zoned out and didn't see you. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. So you've got some... Oh, I love Lapras. Not this particular Lapras, but Lapras is cool. Colossal and Litten. Oh, promo Litten. Okay. Do I? Oh, I do have 4 of those. Okay. Well, at least that's a foil. Here, this is what I was going to do earlier. I'll just take a random card, which is the Lapras. Figure might as well get the one I like. And I'm going to send you a copy of the Charizard deck and the Gyarados deck. Just hit accept, and both of those tins will go to you. Click the tins, or quote-unquote open the tins, and it will give you a whole deck of cards. It'll give you trainers, Pokemon, and a bunch of energies. So there you go. You don't know how rare certain Pokemon are? If you're looking for rarity, here, I can teach you about rarity real quick. They have little symbols on all the cards. And let's see if I can find a common. And well, here, I'll just actually go for one particular pack. That'll be easier. Okay. Okay, here we go. Like this Buizel. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll see how it has like the set symbol, and then it has this little dot right here. The little circular dot means that this is a common card. So when you look at the bottom here, sometimes they'll be over on this side, so it's not always uniform as to which side it's on. But when you see the little dot here, that dot means it is a common card. Now, if we go over to some other cards, you'll see that this one's a little bit different. This one has a little diamond. That means it's uncommon. So just as the name presents, it's still not like the highest end card, but it's a little harder to get because when you open packs, you get fewer uncommon cards than you do get commons. So that's where your those are your uncommon cards. And then let me see if I can find a rare here. There we go. The little star shows that this is a rare. Generally you only get 1 rare per pack. You can get 2. Depending on what you get in your reverse foil slot. So you can get up to 2 of these in a pack, but these are rare. These are obviously the harder ones to get. Now the ones that are even harder are going to be the ones that are like the special cards, like these V cards. These have a white star. So yeah, these are even harder to get than the rares. These are not guaranteed in every pack. Like I think on average you get one like maybe every 5 or 6 packs. Sometimes you get better, sometimes it's worse. But that's what I'm saying on average. That's when you get those. So that's your kind of V sort of special. These are known as ultra rares. So let me see what else we got here. This one is also considered an ultra rare, but it just looks fancier. It's a Sylveon VMAX. Again, you got the little white star down here. Let me see, what else is there as far as rarity? You also get, well, this one's a little special. This is from a special set that's an insert to the Brilliant Star set. This is like a collector's set. And again, based on its star symbol, it's considered an ultra rare. But certain other cards, even though they may be listed as ultra rares or rares, sometimes they're just harder to get, period. Sometimes they're chase cards, and they're just, you know, like I said, they're just hard to get. Usually those are going to be like the alternate art cards. Those tend to be worth a ton. You've got your shiny cards like this. Again, it's considered an ultra rare, but they tend to be a little harder to get than the V cards. Not by much, but they are a little bit harder to get. Let me see. Here we go. Here's an alternate art. Look at that Honchkrow. Again, it's got the white star symbol, which is considered an ultra rare, but that particular version, because it's alternate art, just tons harder to get. So if you get one, you know, I would say in most cases, even ones that aren't highly valued are still worth a little bit. Certain ones are obviously just worth a lot more than others. So these are pretty hard to get. Like if you get an alternate art card like this, consider yourself lucky. That's a good pull. Now, is the card usable in a deck? That's up to you. I don't know how rare. What if they don't have a star? Well, not all of them are going to have stars. Like I said, some of them have the circles. And then some of them have the diamonds. I'm sure there are some... Let me look at promos. Because I believe there's like some red star promos. Yeah, see, some of them are marked with the red star and with the black star promo. Let me see. Oh, well, some of these aren't even listed as promo. Hold on. Oh, this is okay. Show not owned. Let me see. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Rarity, apply. Here, we'll do this. Standard. Actually, no, let's not do standard. I'm trying to see, where's a darn promo card? Here we go. Here's an IPOM. Sometimes you'll get like these. They'll have, it basically is like a black star promo. These are fairly common. You can't get these out of packs though. You can only get them as like promo cards. And these are cards that they generally include like in blister packs. Like if you go to like a Target or a Walmart in real life and you see a pack of Pokemon cards, but it has like an extra card with it and a coin, these are usually the extra cards that they include. These cards, their usability varies wildly. Some of them are actually really good and others are just trash. So this is more of a crapshoot. But the good thing is, again, when you go and you actually go to the store and buy the pack, you know which promo you're getting because it has it right there on the front. So that's your Black Star promo. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is probably what you were talking about as far as what if it doesn't have a symbol. Yeah, because this one does not have a symbol on it. Generally, I don't think they make many like this anymore that don't have a symbol. Some of the older cards may not necessarily have a symbol there. In this case, though, just by looking at the card, you can tell it's a little more special. Doesn't necessarily mean it's rare. And to be quite honest, I don't even know what... I guess it's just a promo, maybe. I don't... Well, no. Yeah, this is the one you were talking about. I have no clue, honestly. I don't know if this is a promo. Maybe this one came with like a 10 deck. I don't know. Yeah, that I'd actually have to look up. There are some cards like that, but thankfully most cards do have a little symbol. So yeah, this is one of the rare times. There, like I said, there are cards like this, but they're not that common. I would say I would err on the side of caution. And if I actually got this card in real life, I would assume that it's a rarer card instead of just assuming that it's a common. So I would rather just assume that it's a valued card, and then I'd go and check online. to see what the actual value is. So in fact, I'm gonna look Alolan Executor GX. I'm gonna see what the physical value is, and I'm also gonna see what the digital value is on this card. Executor GX. Okay. Oops, come on. All right, Alolan Executor. There it is. That one is considered an ultra rare. At least that's how it's marked here on the pricing list. Oh, here's another thing I can share with you. This is where I'm getting these values from. Is there a limit to how many cards that can be locked before it becomes tradable? No. Again, if the card is going to be locked to you, you can literally have thousands of them, and they will still be locked. So yeah, there is not a number that you can hit to where they suddenly become tradable. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Roseanne's backup secret rare is worth it, but hard to sell for 4-packs. Yeah. But as I was saying, that this link that I just shared in the chat, that's where I'm getting the digital online prices from. Now, the numbers that you see here are not set in stone, but it is a very, very good guide. It kind of gives you an idea of what you should at least try to get. The trades themselves are not always representative as to what is on this list, but it's pretty darn close. It's probably the best place to go if you're just looking to get a basic ballpark idea on what that digital version of that card is worth. Like that one that I'm looking at, it says 0 packs to 2 packs. And usually what that means is that 0 people are buying, 2 people are selling, and they're asking, it looks like, for 2 packs. You know, when you take a look at that website, it's a little hard to read at first, but once you get it, it's, you know, pretty easy to navigate after that. Let me see, Roseanne's backup. Let's see, oops, backup. Well, yeah, Roseanne's backup is not worth 4. Apparently, it's even for the full art one, it's only 1.5 to 2. There's only 8 buyers and 60 sellers, so people are unloading that card big time. People are trying to dump it. I think what probably happened is they were trying to get in on the fact that at one point it probably was worth 4 packs, but a lot of people had the same idea, and so they just started flooding. And that's why the prices come down so much, because when you flood the market like that with multiple copies of this thing, yeah, the value just dips. The rainbow rare is half a pack to 1 pack for the rainbow. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of how much that thing has dropped. But yeah, I do remember at one point that backup was worth like 4 or 5 packs. See, unfortunately, she's not doing too good. Let me see, there should be some other ones where... Okay, yeah, look at this one. It's very similar as far as design. Oh wait, no, hold on. This one actually does have a star. Oh my gosh, look, I can barely see it. The reason I couldn't see it before is because it's almost the exact same white color as his toe. So it's there, but it was very hard to see. Okay. So that guy does have a star. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see that at first. Because I was like, wait a minute, this one is kind of similar design, but he's got a star, but it's because it's not on his toe. Let's see. Again, that's a Black Star promo. I think I have some Red Star promos. I don't remember, though. Let me see here. Oh, this is considered a Red Star? Hold on. Okay, this doesn't look right. What is... Hold on. Actually, no, let's unmark that. Just Red Star promos. Oh, wow, yes. It's bringing me up stuff like this. This is from the... Oh, this is from a structure deck. One of the special structure decks. Oh, here's another one. This one, well, I mean, it has the star there, but this one has the A by it. If I'm not mistaken, the A usually means that it's a shiny version, I believe. Yeah, because here's another one with the A, and it's got the shiny. Now, the A doesn't always necessarily mean shiny, I think, because there are some that have the A that are not shiny, I think. I'm trying to think of one in particular. I think the Amazing Rares have that little symbol too, but I think the Amazing Rares, the A also has various colors on it. What's one of the Amazing Rares? I'm trying to remember. I know Vivid Voltage had a bunch of them. Was it Zekrom? Oh, Zekrom. Zekrom. Let me see. I guess it wasn't Zekrom. Oh, Jirachi. Yeah, Jirachi. There you go. Yeah, see that has the little A with the little colors behind it. That's an Amazing Rare. Those are not very common. You don't get them very, even when they're available in sets. They're definitely harder to get. They're at least as hard to get as ultra rares. Simply because they usually don't put too many in a set. They'll usually put like maybe 5 or 6. And yeah, so there's your Amazing Rare. So occasionally you'll run into little symbols like that. You kind of have to look them up. In fact, I can look at all the various rarities for Pokemon through my store. Hold on, let me look it up here. Because I actually have an online store that I sell cards, like actual physical cards. Let me see. Common, Holo Rare, Rare, Secret Rare, Ultra Rare, Uncommon, Promo, Amazing Rare, Shiny Holo Rare, Prism Rare, Rare Ace, Rare Break, and Classic Collection. Those are all the ones that are listed here. So yeah, it kind of gives you an idea that there's just so many. And then some are listed as just unconfirmed because they don't really know what the rarity is. Or when this was initially built, there was no rarity assigned to it. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of the various rarities for the cards just for Pokemon. Yeah, the Jirachi is the one I think of the most because they're all Vivid Voltage, right? I think, well, not all of them, but the more recent ones are Vivid Voltage. Click that out of there. There should be a few more here. I think I've got all of them. Oh, that's a gold rare. Electrode. Come on, man. Where are y'all? Probably going to be toward the end because I may only have a single copy of them. Zapdos. Alchemy. Well, okay. Where are they? I know I have more than that. I'll check that trade here in just a second. Show not owned. Here, we'll just put that. Make this easier. I'm actually amazed that there's still so many cards out of Vivid Voltage that I do not own. Not even a single copy. That's kind of amazing. Well, that's a promo. I think this is from I think that's from, is that from a structure? No, because that, well, yeah, because that's a Cosmic Holo. Black Star promo. Yeah. That's a Cosmic Holo. So I'm guessing that was probably a promo out of a blister pack. Okay. Let's see. Where we were looking for Amazing Rares. Where are they? They're in here somewhere. Oh, come on. I know there's more. Isn't it? There's a Zacian, isn't there? I think there's a Zacian. Yeah, there he is. There's another one. Yeah, that's an Amazing Rare. Zacian. Okay. Well, if anything, this tells me that I need to go open more Vivid Voltage packs, because apparently there's a lot of cards I still don't have. Okay, that's another promo. Can't get that one. How do I not have this? That's just a holofoil Tornadus. How do I not have that? Same thing with the, well, the Toucannon, that's a reverse. That's a little harder to get. But yeah, some of these I'm actually very surprised that I don't have. Oh, that's a Cosmic, so that's another promo card. Garbodor reverse. I feel like I should have gotten that card. Some of these other ones are a little harder, like the Rainbow Rare VMAXs and stuff. Those are hard. But again, like this one, reverse. That's another Cosmic. That's another promo card. This one. That's just a regular rare. How do I not have that? How do you get Arceus V-Star? Arceus V-Star is in Brilliant Stars, the latest pack, but good luck getting him. There are like 5 different versions of him as far as his V cards and his V-Star cards. He's not easy to get though. You're gonna be opening a lot of packs probably before you get him. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna be opening a lot of packs. Let me check that trade real quick. Let's see. So yeah, don't buy like 10 packs and think, okay, I'm definitely gonna get an Arceus V or a V-Star. You're probably not. They are very hard to get. You can literally open 100 packs and get maybe one. Well, I didn't want to trade all 3 of them. Yeah, I didn't want. I was like looking to trade just one because I still want to keep at least one copy. Let me see. I don't need. Well, I actually don't have that Slowking. Roseanne's back. Oh, you've got the Rainbow. That's why that one's not going for as much. Let me see. I don't need the Drapion. Don't need the Houndoom. I wouldn't mind that Flareon. That Flareon's neat looking. I don't need the Cleffa. Keldeo. You know, I may actually want that Keldeo. Because I do have a Keldeo deck for Expanded, and I've only got 2 copies of him. I may actually want that. That may be a go there. What's this? Oh, a Reverse Liepard. He just looks neat. Yeah, these Team Plasma cards just look awesome. I love the coloring. Okay, well, I'm going to tailor this a little bit more, and I'm going to do a counter. Because like I said, I was only looking really to trade one. So let's see. I don't need the Cleffa. You can hold on to the Slowking. Don't need the Drapion. The Keldeo I do kind of want. Let me see. I don't want to ask for your Roseanne because I know that's, as far as tradability, that one's a little higher, so I'll kick that one out of there. I do want the Keldeo. That's, as far as usability for me, the Keldeo is probably the top one. The Flareon, it just looks neat. I just want it because I don't have it and it looks neat. Same thing with the Liepard. These are just because I don't have them, but the Keldeo would actually be useful. Let's see, this, I'm gonna mark that down to 1. I feel like I should only take one or the other of the Liepard though. And again, you still have to approve it obviously, but you don't have packs. Oh, that's fine, that's okay. I prefer packs, but if you've got just cards, that's fine too. That's okay. I'm thinking that Liepard is going to be maybe a little harder to come by. Because, I mean, is that black and white? Yeah, it looks like black and white. I only wanted to trade one! Hold on. Let me back out of this redo here. And I'll go back and look at it again. Okay. So, counter offer. Okay, we'll leave that at 2. Again, I still don't need the Cleffa or the Drapion. Yeah, because now I'm going to obviously ask for more. I still want that Keldeo. I don't really care about the Slowking. The Roseanne I would like. Here, I'll let you mull this one over. These 4 for 2 Urshifu Vs. I'll let you mull that over. And you're welcome to do a counter if you like, but that right there, that offer is probably about as far as I'm willing to go. And again, the Roseanne, I probably won't use that Roseanne, but I don't have it, so figure why not. So there you go. There's the two that you were looking for. In fact, now I kind of want to go open these. Do I still have Vivid Voltage packs? I do. I have 3. Okay. Oh, and I think I still have codes for packs too. Hold on, let me see. What do I got here? Yeah, I do. 1 Vivid Voltage. Let me see. Lots of Evolving Skies. Chilling Rains. Oh, Fusion Strikes. Didn't even realize I had Fusion Strikes. Wow, I only have 1 code for an additional Vivid Voltage pack. Okay, so we'll put you over there. Oh, he approved it. Awesome. Thank you for the deal, sir. Let's open these Vivid Voltage only because I know I'm going to get nothing but probably duplicates, but I just got to try to get some of those rares. It'd probably be easier just to go into trade and look for some of those rares. But let's have a little fun and open some packs. And Voltorb. And Exploud. Yeah, some of these I've got tons of. Anybody want a Hitmontop? It's been an honor. You put 2 N's in there. That's why I was like an honor. But thank you. I hope you put those Urshifu's to good use. Go get some more of them Rapid Strike cards. Aracuda, Stone Energy, Electros. And you get the Flaring because you had 2? Nice, okay. Yeah, when I see little special art cards like that and I don't have a copy, I'll usually want at least a single copy just, you know, for collection. Yeah, just as I thought, I don't think I'm going to get anything I don't already have. Oh, wait a minute. What have we got? Oh, a Snorlax. That's actually not a bad card. Really? Another Electros? 3 packs and I get 2 Electros for the rare slot. Yeah, at least this Snorlax is decent. Oh, that puts me right at 4. Yeah, I think people still use Gormandize. What else we got here? Oh my god, 36 Opals. I was going to say, Bino, if you're still there, if you need even just like commons or uncommons from some of these sets, if I've got like 20 plus of some of these cards, you can usually just like throw them in for trades and I'll just be like, sure, because I've got so many. So if you want to just like build up your tradable commons and uncommons, I mean, you're more than welcome to some of these. Look at those fire energies. 806. I just keep getting more and more of those things. Might as well just finish off the Darkness Ablaze then. I forget. What is it? Just Crobat in here and the Eternatus cards? I think that's really the only stuff in here. What trainer is in this pack that everybody wants? There's usually at least 1 trainer. Yellhorn. Diggersby Reverse. And a Gothitelle. That's a lot of energy. Dude, I've got like thousands and thousands of energies. Now, that's not to say that energies are useless or worthless, because some of the older energies are kind of neat, and they're not that easy to come by. Oh, Galarian Darmanitan. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I've only got 2 of those. That's actually a usable card, too. And a Vanillix. Yeah, that Darmanitan is actually better. See, this is a pack with 2 rares. See, that's a rare, and that's a rare, but this is a reverse rare, because it's the reverse foil. Or reverse foil rare, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's actually a fairly usable card. Cape of Toughness, that's not bad either. Spikemuth, not too many people use that, but Cape of Toughness I've seen. Torchic, Rose, Sinesti. That just looks cool as a reverse. Oh, Powerful Energy, that's not bad. Kling Clang, not great. We got 2 rares again in this pack. Yeah, Thievel Reverse, got plenty of those. And Golisopod for the holo rare. Yeah, I got 5 of those now, so we'll mark him. Oh, wow, I thought I had more of these. It's only 2, okay. Yeah, Spikemuth should be enough. Bird Keeper, that's actually a good card. Bird Keeper is a very usable card. So that's this is actually not a terrible pack as far as getting 2 rares and also getting a very usable trainer card. Let's see here. Breeder's Nurturing. Hiding Energy. That's actually not terrible. Propitar. Grimmsnarl. Not the greatest V. I mean, he's not awful, but he's not the greatest. If I get a Crobat out of this last pack, I'll give it away. I've said that before, and it's actually happened. And I gave away the Crobat. Oh, Centiskorch. Okay, didn't have him. Yeah, Centiskorch VMAX. Okay, that's good. Well, at least I didn't have this guy. I probably won't ever use him, but I didn't have him, so it's good for collection. Bound Sweet. Semi-Poor. Lots of roses. I guess that's okay. Centiskorch VMAX. Didn't have it. I mean, that's why I was opening the packs anyway. At this point, just trying to finish off the collections. Let me put in this Vivid Voltage code. And then I'll do some more free codes for you guys. See, LLH6DLP. Yeah, I'm gonna open this. See if I can. Where are you? There you are. And get one of those handful of cards that I don't have. Eevee. Oh, 2 rares in this one too. And a Coding Energy. That's not terrible. Oh, Zekrom Reverse. And a Drillbee. Nothing amazing. I only have 3 of those, but it's just a reverse version. This is a very... Well, I mean, it's above average because there are 2 rares here, but... the Coding Energy is okay. We didn't get any good trainers. Well, no trainers. The Eevee, I guess, is kind of useful. Isn't it shut down? No. It's still going. They announced several months ago that they were going to switch it over to Pokemon TCG Live, but that is yet to happen. And as far as I know, that's not going to happen for some time still. In fact, since October, I don't think we've really gotten any updates on it. Yeah, because when it got announced in like September, I think it was like August or September is when it got announced. And people had this idea that it was going to come out like a month later. And then that never happened. It doesn't let you in? That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe wrong password? I don't know. But yeah, I'm online, and a lot of people that I have on my friends list, they're all online. Yeah, see, all these people are online. So it's obviously still working. Maybe they don't let llamas in. Why you be cooking the llamas, man? Oh right. There was one of the Eevee cards. Here, I'll actually give one of these Eevees away. Here, I'll because I have 2 codes. I'll claim one for myself because I want at least one, and then the second one I will give away. So let me enter this one here. GHB2B W6TYPX. This is one of the newer ones. There you go. Oh, look. Oh, wow. Okay, that's different. The coin. When I bought the pack that came with this promo, the coin I got was not green. Huh. Yeah, the coin I got was silver, but I guess in the game it's green. That's interesting. Or at least I don't remember it being green. Oh, I'd have to go check. I'm not going to get up and look right now. But yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that. I like that coin. And of course, here's the new Eevee card, Cosmic Rare. Black Star promo. That looks like the Alabaster Icelands. Be prepared. Attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. That's actually kind of nice. This would be a good card to do second turn. Okay, so that's what the Eevee promo looks like. Let's go ahead and put it up there now. And again, this is for you guys, so here we go. There's one more letter. I'm going to let you all guess the last letter. Yeah, there's one letter. The very last digit is missing. Letter / digit. So you all get to guess the last one. Whoever guesses it, I guess, gets the promo. Let me see what else we got here for regular codes. Fusion Strike. 2 Fusion Strikes. A Chilling Rain. 2 Darkness Ablaze. And some Evolving Skies. Do you want me to just put the last digit up there so y'all can get it? Everyone's like, oh, here you go. There it is. So RQY, BYRB, MKY, BYB. Lots of Y's and B's in this one. There you go. There's the Eevee. Let me toss this in the recycle bin. Okay, go ahead and claim that because I'm going to clear it out here in a second. Because I want to put some pack codes on here because I want to redeem these. The Chilling Rain. Do you all want this Chilling Rain pack code? Because I really don't want to open anymore. I'll just give you this code. I'll give you this Chilling Rain pack code. This is for you guys. If you've already gotten codes, I would ask that you leave these for other people that have possibly not gotten a code yet. Gonna share now. But here, I'll enter this. This is for a pack of Chilling Rain. Yeah. Come on, submit. There we go. Yeah, there's a pack of Chilling Rain. Yeah, I'm pretty sick of Chilling Rain and Battle Styles. They're not horrible set. Well, Battle Styles is kind of bad, but they're not terrible sets. I'm just so sick of them. I don't want to open anymore. Well, you're not going to get the code with that attitude. You gotta try, man. You got the Eevee code. Oh, awesome. There you go. And like I said, that Eevee is one of the is probably the newest Eevee blister pack promo that's out there. It's the one that comes with the Brilliant Stars pack. Like you find it in the store, they're like $5. It comes with the Brilliant Star pack and the coin. And when you redeem that, it gives you the coin too, obviously. So pretty nice. So I'm gonna wipe these here. You can always hit rewind and try to get them again in case somebody didn't actually claim them. But I'm gonna wipe this. And now I'm gonna put in, which ones do I want to do? We'll save the Evolving Skies. We'll put these away. The Fusion Strikes I don't really care for. Go ahead, grab it, man. I mean, there's not very many people here right now. There's only like 5 or 6 people watching, so. So yeah, go for it. At this point, it's like, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping things up here in a little bit anyway. I just want to basically put in these Darkness Ablaze packs for me, and then TM6. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm actually gonna open these Darkness Ablaze ones. And the whole Crobat thing still goes. If I get a Crobat, I'll give it away. 9C2N. I don't think Crobat's worth nearly as much as he used to be, but he's still a very usable card. Okay, there we go. You should see my new recycle bin. It's not even like a quote unquote a recycle bin, but at one point I was using just like a little, like one of those little office trash cans, and that was my recycle bin. But I opened so much product now that I had to up my game. I got like this massive bin now, like it's a tall bin, and I just throw nothing but paper and plastic in there, and I have to empty that thing like every 4 or 5 days. That's how much product I open for the store. Okay, here we go. Darkness Ablaze, come on, Crobat. Yes, Swanna. Yeah, very average. Glimwood Tangle. Some people still use the Glimwood Tangle. Alright, one more pack. Come on. No, go away. Stop. There. Teddy Ursa for the reverse, and the Liebard. Yeah, chances of getting that Crobat pretty small. But still figured I'd put it up there, make it a little fun. Because I still remember that time where I said it, and like the very next pack, I got a Crobat. And I was like, well, I made the promise. When you click Pokemon TCG, it immediately kicks you out. Did you try uninstalling and reinstalling it? Because as far as I know, I mean, it's obviously working just fine for me and for a handful of other people that are here. So I'm sorry, I don't really know what to tell you, man. But it works fine for me. Now, keep in mind, I'm playing this on PC. I don't know how it affects people who are playing like on tablets. So yeah, I don't know how it works there. But this is on PC. Oh right, I was gonna throw out a few more promo codes here. All right, a few more promo codes, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I'm getting hungry. I think did I already put this one in here? Oh, there we go. Gossifleur. And again, these are for anybody. But like I said, if you've actually gotten codes, you know, give people a little more time to get these. If it's been like a minute and it's still not been claimed, then sure, go for it. Oh, Galarian Obstagoon, he's not bad. Oh, this one has BTC in it. This is a Bitcoin promo. Oh, Magearna, that's such a good code. Whoever gets that code, congratulations. That is a good code. That code gives you a copy of, I think, an alternate art Magearna, and it gives you like 4 or 5 other cards. So yeah, that's actually a really, really good code. Occasionally we'll get those codes in these lists that I get. So yeah, whoever gets that, enjoy. It's got some very usable cards. Oh, that's already been redeemed. Okay, that's weird. Duraludin. We'll do at least one more. Fanpy! There you go. So Gossifleur, Galarian Obstagoon, Magearna, which is the best code there of the list, of this little list of 5. Duraludin and Fanpy. I would say after Magearna, probably the Fanpy is better. Or not better, but the next best. The worst one here, probably Gossifleur. Yeah. But yeah, the Magearna and the Fanpy are very... Well, even the Galarian Obstagoon, that's actually a very usable card, too. So you got 3 out of 5 that are very usable. So there you go, guys. Enjoy the codes. I'm going to go get some lunch. Thanks for joining me. If you've not already joined us in Discord, the link is in the description. I'll actually share the link in chat right now with you guys. There you go. There's a link to our Discord. We've also got other stuff. We've got like Facebook groups and stuff like that. Not too many people join the Facebook group, which is fine, but I still update it regularly. At least every couple of days or so, I'll go and I'll post something. But the Discord, I'm in there every day. Every single day I'm in Discord. So if you feel like it, go ahead and join us over there. We also have stuff in Discord, like usually I'll link to like free games. And I don't mean like free to play games. I mean like games that are just like on sale for free. That's in the games and software subsection. So Thanks for joining us, guys. I appreciate it. It was fun. When I stream again, I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow when I have nothing better to do. Maybe I'll stream like some more Arceus, because I still got a lot of stuff to do on Arceus. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. Go outside, get some sun. It's good for you. Dig a hole, jump in, and pretend you're a